Hi, gorgeous lights. Welcome to the new day. Look, the energy's really starting to shift and change, so I thought that I would put up a video just for a heads up. As we're coming into the start of June, we've been in this get real energy for quite a period of time. And because everyone is at completely different evolutionary stages of what they actually really want, um, it's kind of think of it as like just delving into the depths of yourself a little bit, because I keep showing me as a swimming pool, and a few people poised to dive, a few people already in the pool, and a few people going, which direction do I actually swim in as well. So we've got some quite complex energy going on to do with this as well. Basically, put it this way: the way that we respond is we have a choice about whether we proactively respond to energy or we reactively respond to energy. And it's pretty much the same, whether we reactively respond to life or proactively respond to life as well. Now, I'm just being told it's about the deep questions. It's about the big questions. It's about the questions that you don't like to ask yourself. Am I truthfully really happy doing this? Am I truthfully very happy turning up in this way? Do I heap a lot of blame on myself, or do I have resilience where I bounce back? This is quite like an intense energy for June, about where we take things personally, how we take things to heart, all of those sort of things as well. Now, before you do a collective eye roll about it and go, I don't really want to have to do this, well, guess what? The energy's pushing. We've had these big planetary alignments, the big dig deep planetary alignments, the get real planetary alignments. And we're still kind of living existences a little bit on a perceptual understanding of how we were actually supposed to turn up for ourselves. I'm not talking about for each other, for ourselves in this instance as well. So Spirit seems to be pushing on an awful lot of people for us to, the word that they're giving me is crumble down the walls that we've built against ourselves. Sorry, I'm looking for it again. Understanding that we need to give ourselves, all of those sorts of things. That we kind of can avoid on a daily basis. Now, it's very, very clear through the month of June, particularly as we're heading towards the 15th of June. This is, again, this get real energy. Like, dig into what you actually need for yourself. Where are you happy? What makes you happy? Where are you telling yourself an illusion or a lie? And how you will know that is there's a really deep rumbling sense of frustration that you have. This didn't go the way that I thought it would. I'm feeling very melancholy, or I'm feeling very meh about it. I'm very non-motivated. Now, they said that this is part of like a human conditioning where we fall into reactive state. So we wait for the next drama to happen. Now, they're very focused on June, July and August about petty dramas, or dramas that are just of an illusionary or illuminating energy that can make you either, they're calling it make or break, where you can actually say, I'm at the centre of this always happens to me, and we can bring in those victim and martyrdom threads, or we can actually proactively go, I have a choice right in this moment whether I actually work in a more creative or proactive way by giving myself the encouragement that has never been there for a lifetime, sort of thing. So it's really, really big energy, guys. And it's really informative energy, they're just saying to me as well, where they're helping to actually co-collaborate with you in your best interest. So when we turn up in our worst interest, when we're doing blame, recrimination, regret, and we're really sitting into those reactive energies, there's no room for us but, I'm being told, uncomfortable growth. So uncomfortable growth means that we can look at all the regrets that we've had, how we what should have done, and they're going, no, clean slate is right now. So right now, in any moment or any given moment that you're in, you have the choice about how you go forward, what you choose to do, and where you're co-collaborative, collaborating with the universe, collaborating with yourself, and giving yourself, I love that, divine understanding, particularly as there's parts of our soul aspects that are coming up in the next 6 months that are really wanting to break free from old conformities, old habits, and break into this energy of new ways of living in a really, really empowered way. And I do have a lot of people at the moment, I really do have a huge amount of empathy going, I just keep seem to get blindsided by stuff. I'm just being, this is happening, it's a family drama, there's a work drama, there's just drama coming. Now, drama is the only way that we actually address things. So when we actually sit in dramatic energy, then we have the choice about how we're reactive to it or whether we're proactive to it as well. So this is a really big drive over the next 6 to 8 weeks, over the next 2 months, where there are situations or pushes that are coming. Because remember, the universe can only use people to actually illuminate this, because we're adept and our human brains are really, really good at avoiding our own selves, blaming somebody else, making somebody else accountable, saying, well, they chose to do that to me. We're like that avoidance, amazing avoidance, when it comes to actually seeing ourselves from a different perspective or from a distance, so that we can healthily go, you know what, I wasn't in my best, working in my best interest. I was bending over backwards for those people all the time, or I was tuning up in a way that just didn't serve me. So we have basically in this Get Real energy a really, really big choice: proactive, reactive. I suggest that you don't wait for reactive. It keeps whacking you. Because the universe says, oh, well, you're not listening, so I'm just going to give you a little bit more drama, or a little bit more intensity, thank you, where you actually have to actually look at the truth of what's actually going on. Now, most of us get caught in that surface layer and go, why is that person doing that to me, or why is this situation happening to me, and we don't actually look at what it's teaching us. So underneath the drama is there's resilience. Okay, so resilience says, if this happens to you time and time again, it's the adage of life: fall down 7 times, get up 8. When we learn resilience, we don't have those same situations happening, because we have the ability to have foresight or insight into what's actually happening, or a pattern that is happening the same way, and we can actually preempt it and go, oh, I see that coming again. I know what I learned, so now I'm going to push forward, and I'm actually going to bring in my resilience that says that I have a choice in this, and I can proactively and creatively change the dynamic in a situation. So it means that you're just not going to get blindsided by stuff, but it means that you a little bit get blindsided by stuff until you learn that you need to not do that. Now, before you toss your toys completely, because that's what they were saying to me just before, understanding is the only way through. So a little bit of not getting in your head too much, a little bit of going, okay, well, that happened, I learned from it, I grow from it. Now, what's my proactive response that's going to empower me through the next couple of months? So they've actually said it this way as well. They said, kind of do like an independent analysis. Okay, that just happened. I don't need to overanalyze why that person did that, why they did that, or why did they do that, or why did they did that. I can just go, that happened. They did that. Therefore, I have a choice about how I turn up in this equation. It's already happened here. Where's my proactive counterbalance to what actually has happened as well? Bits of the human brain that's designed to take things personally as well. We do take things intensely personally down here on the earth plane, and it's actually not the best way of actually dealing with situations, I've said as well. Take a step back. Okay, first move, take a step back. Understand it's a free choice realm. You have absolutely no control over how that person turns up around you, none whatsoever. So at the end of the day, you go, okay, my role I can look at. Their role is their role in whatever way, shape and form they're supposed to turn up, almost for your own divine understanding, they've just said as well. So even though it might not be nice, you're going to learn and you're going to grow as well. So this is all about comfort zones over the next couple of weeks, and little shoves from the universe and little dramatics to teach resilience, to teach you to step up, to come into ownership, to start creative energy, so you change aspects of your life. Now, I'm fully aware that we have gone into quite reactive states over the last couple of years, because it has been driven by bigger forces. That's fine, but that doesn't mean that we should be sitting in the complacency that we're in, because that's it. Meh, flat, nothing interesting's happening, why can't I get my motivation back? That is a holding energy that just doesn't serve you, they're saying at the moment. And so the only person that can re-spark you or re-incentivize you is where you're proactively taking steps away from this energy and into a bigger understanding of yourself as well. So my point is, for the rest of June, they're giving me that song, Making New Plans, Dan. So have a look at where the points in your life where you turn up in a real way, stuff that nurtures your soul, stuff that helps you feel empowered, people that help you feel empowered, situations and things that you just actually really enjoy in yourself as well. cut the personal out of it for the next couple of months, or you're going to feel incredibly picked on by the universe. So it's proactive versus reactive. Proactivity is, even if you just make a tiny plan and go, you know what, I did this today, I got up, put pants on, I don't care, whatever, but you actually went, yay, I did that, okay, so that's the best thing that you can actually do, and where you're consciously, I love that phrase, consciously applauding yourself for actually having done what you needed to do for yourself as well. There seems to be a little bit of self-reflection that really wanting us to not do analysis or over-analysis of this to do with the key players that come into play to teach us. It is an analysis of their behaviour. It's not anything to do with that. It is about where we turn up in the best possible version of ourselves for ourselves, not for anyone else as well. Self-congratulations is a key for that as well. So practical steps, self-congratulations, letting go of that, don't sweat the small stuff, get real and honest with yourself as well, and pull yourself back into centre stage as well. So it's kind of a little bit stop-start, but we're really starting to roll into this exploring possibilities energy that's actually coming through. And it is about who explores the possibilities as well. We don't wait for someone to go, hey, come on board and go and do this. Spontaneity, impulsiveness, back to finding things that you love, and just breaking the cycle or the habit that you've been to be in this reactive state as well. Things to think about, people. Proactive, reactive. Have a think about it. Take care of you, make new plans then, and start to come back to enjoying just turning up as you, being as you, and putting some, I love that, zhuzh back into your life again as well. Baby steps. You might think, I'm feeling really tired. Well, we always get tired before we embark on something. We always get reflective when we're feeling melancholy. The steps out of that come from self, and it's really, really important that you do that. Take care of you, gorgeous lights, and remember always just to shine on beautifully the way that you are, for you, within you, and everybody else is just playing a role around you. Never forget that as well. You're the lead. Take a bow. Step on up. Shine on.